Here in the third, Australia has got away to the ideal start, winning the pairs. That puts plenty of pressure on England in the singles. Here's who's playing. It's Steve Glasson against Merv King, and these players have met each other a number of times and split the results. Anything might happen. Shuey, who are you favouring?
Well, you'd have to go for Steve Glasson. Steve, I mean, he's proven on this rink he's one of the best players in the world. However, Merv King, he's been runner-up in the world indoor singles. 4 bowls is his game, and drawing is his game as well. Steve Glasson could potentially face the toughest game he's ever played at Tweed Heads today.
Let's have a look at the conditions of play for the singles. 4 bowls each. It's 3 sets. First to 9 shots wins the set. 30-second shot clock running, but only on the first 3 bowls. And there'll be no dead ends. The jack will be respotted on a predetermined spot on the rink. And your commentators, Ian Schuback and Steve Boylan.
A beautiful setting here at the indoor complex at Tweed Heads for this all-important match. Merv King against Steve Glasson, and King leads off. As we've told you, it's the first to 9 and the best of 3. Great start from King. I dare say both these players are very pumped for this match. The entire series will rely on the result of this match and the next. Possibly the next. Glasson wins this, Australia take the series. Merv King's been a great player from England. He's won the national singles indoor twice, and also been selected to to play the singles in the Commonwealth Games. It'll be a great honour. Bowls like that, he'll go all right.
Cheers the shot bowl, Brian, thanks.
That one?
Thanks.
Steve Glasson on this indoor complex, on this green, in fact. Australian indoor singles champion 5 times. Been a great singles player. Good enough for the shot. There's just a feeling about this match, Huey. It's going to be a very, very good game, I'm sure of that.
Yes, Steve, I think if Steve Glasson is ever going to get beaten on this rink at Tweed Heads, this is the man that can do it, Merv King.
Merv's front bowl, thanks, mate.
Beg your pardon, Steve?
Merv's front bowl, how far short of Jack?
6 inches.
Thanks.
Our viewers are in for an absolute treat today if both players play to their full ability. Merv King, he's one of the best draw shot players in the world.
Glasson's not far away again. Brilliant. And Merv King has 1 bowl left, and he's down 2.
There's a couple down, Steve, but Mervyn will be playing just over draw weight, trying to push this jack through to this area. He won't be going wild at it. He could just draw the shot, or just push the jack. He's got a couple of bowls waiting.
Will it turn enough? Well, he gave it a fright. Glasson still holds 2. Great attempt from Merv King. Draw the shot, eh, Shuey?
Either hand, really, Steve. Steve Glasson staying on the forehand. I think we might see Steve play this. Well, that means it's a bit hot, a shake of the fingers. Thinks it's maybe a little heavy. Oh, it looks to be wide as well.
2.
In any case, 2 good ones. And Glasson is on the board. in the chase to 9. Straight away, Glasson has gone for the length, rolling the jack. King played short, Glasson wants long. Crowd very excited about this match today. Anticipation. Can Australia win the Test match, or will it go to the triples decider? Straight away, Glasson onto the long ends.
Nothing unusual really, Steve. Mervyn King, he's a great long end player. Obviously, he will be concentrating on the medium to short end jacks. Glasson will be favouring the long, but Merv King, he's... I mentioned perhaps on the world.
About a metre, Brian, is it?
2 for 6.
Thanks.
Look at that line, both bowls smack bang on the line. Both bowls just about a metre short. And this is what the game is all about, being able to correct successfully.
Did it well, Glasson.
He's got the bowl right back into the palm of the hand, Mervyn King. The grip that both players are playing with quite different in terms of technique. Wonderful correction as well for Mervyn King.
Merv's last bowl, thanks, mate.
10 inches behind.
Thank you.
And Glasson still holds one. Interesting that I suppose the club bowler would probably change hands there, be worrying about trailing the jack to their opponent.
Well, Steve Glasson is such a good line player. He's good enough to draw the shot without crossing the line. Every bowl played virtually perfect line. Obviously the safer hand, Steve, was the backhand, but with singles play, if you're leading off in a team, it's very important not to be chopping and changing sides. Stick on one side of the rink where possible. Forehand one direction, backhand the other way. This looked pretty good. Jack would be brilliant for Mervyn King. Has he found the gap? No, he's picked up the jack. 2 shots.
Fantastic shot from the Englishman.
Could not see the jack from the mat. What a result.
Picks the jack up just enough. Trails it back towards his own bowl. Lays 2. Brilliant shot from Mervyn King. He looks very, very intense today.
Glasson probably attack here, Steve. He might just come straight up looking to plant both these bowls clean out. The only other shot is to draw. Just a draw onto the bowls. This is his last bowl. 2 down. Does play the backhand narrow sometimes, Steve. Looks to... Well, he's certainly under line. Be disappointed with that.
Does that
Steve.
hand, do you think, to in that right of screen as we look, is that a bit wider?
A lot wider, Steve. It really does turn a lot more than the forehand coming in on the left. It's also a little slower. Steve Glasson, he doesn't play too many bowls in singles on that side of the rink. Likes his forehand in this direction. No reason for Merv King to change at all. The only danger for Mervyn would be if he was heavy and narrow. Does not want to turn the front yellow disc bowl up.
He's in the target area. He's in the target area. He's holding 2. This is brilliant stuff from the Englishman. That is 3 shots. Well played.
Shooting pelt.
Just needed to get around the front bowls. He did it absolutely perfectly. Weight was good. Stayed for 3.
Got very good concentration, Merv King. He looks to be a very serious type of player. He's actually got a great sense of humour, but concentrates very well. Unfortunately, at times, he does show his emotion when he's not bowling well. That's a wonderful start. If Mervyn does play the odd bad bowl, it does inspire the opponent a little bit. Best not to show your emotions if you're not happy with the way you're playing. I think Mervyn King already, it's early days, but he must think about changing the length. Glasson's well prepared for this minimum length. He's probably been practicing knowing that King will roll the jack short. I think Mervyn King might be better suited playing medium to 3/4 length jacks, 28, 29 metre lengths. Look at this bowl coming in from the Englishman. Brilliant, brilliant. Mervyn King.
Well, they're going bowl for bowl. Bowl that touches the jack is marked, of course, and this one touches the jack.
High, thanks, Brian.
The bowl falls in. Jack moved to King, but good enough for shot.
Just roughly.
Half a bowl behind.
Thanks.
Brian Davies saying the shot bowl is half a bowl behind Jack High. Almost looks to be half a bowl in front. It looks. Steve, I'm sure Steve would like to come up to the head and have a look. Players are not allowed to do that until their third bowl has been delivered.
And murmurs around the crowd, probably people saying, well, he's human after all. He can play a bad one occasionally.
Well, generally, Steve, you can only play as well as your opponent lets you play. And Mervyn King has the ability to put Steve under enormous pressure. We've already seen in this match.
How far off the jack is
Well,
moved?
that's blocked
Thanks,
the
mate.
backhand for Steve. He'll have to switch now to the forehand.
1.5 inches.
And mine?
4 inches.
Thanks.
Glasson probably play a little bit of weight, shot bowl or the jack. Half a metre only, just arriving.
Yeah, will he get the turn? That's what he wants. Turn, jack. Wow, that is incredible.
Absolutely perfect from Steve Glasson. It takes a lot of courage to play such delicate weight. And if Mervyn King hasn't realised it yet, he must soon realise that this length is not working for him. Dropped 2 shots on the first end. Mervyn's playing as well as he can play. And that's not good enough to get on the scorecard. I don't think he will be able to draw this shot. Psychologically, it'd be a body blow for Glasson if he does.
He's trying, and he's done it.
Well, no, he hasn't, Steve. He's still 1 down. It was a great attempt.
Wasn't it?
Look at his face. A little grin to Steve saying, I thought I had you, mate. Just did not quite stay with the jack. And unfortunately, he's allowed Steve extra room now to draw a second.
It's a bit like Yuka. Had everything but.
Nice light grip on the bowl.
Last bowl of the end. Click of the fingers, which generally means he's a little bit quick, but he's not. Oh. Well, the talent speaks for itself. Glasson just played a beautiful draw shot. Some great bowls on that end. That was absolutely sensational bowling. Glasson grabs the lead. Australian will lead off.
Steve Glasson probably, well, I'm sure he was trying to roll the jack 33 metres. It's a metre short of than that. And we might just see a couple of loose bowls now. Amazing how just 1 extra metre difference. Well, there we go. Steve's dropped 1.5 metres short. He's that used to playing to the 33 metre length. When you get on the mat and say, gee, it's only 32, better not be too heavy, and accidentally take off a couple of metres of weight.
Well, King's played it well.
Very still, Steve, with the delivery. Body usually moves through, but he held that body still at the point of delivery.
Well, maybe he should have moved in his delivery about 2 centimetres.
Just a sign of added concentration. You never know what Mervyn King is thinking unless he's behind. He does worry a bit when he's down, Mervyn, but gee, when he's in front, he's a machine.
Well, the machine's running fairly well at the moment. That's probably enough for 2. Just a little movement of the jack. Glasson may have drawn shot with his last.
My last bowl, thanks, Brian.
From the mat end, look at that.
Foot in front.
Thanks.
Difficult to convert. It may be a question, Steve, which players' nerves are going to hold out? The way, if this keeps up, somebody mentally is just going to crack. And
Me or you mean?
it really, there's intense pressure on the mind at this level when you're playing your absolute best bowls, nailing the jack, but if your opponent is playing better, mentally you're just shattered. You think, well, what can I do to win this match? So it'll be interesting to see if they can maintain this brilliant form and for how
I
long.
haven't had a look, mate.
Just a touch short. Well, it's certainly 1, maybe more.
Last bowl for Glasson, maybe 2 down.
Wants the jack. Wants the jack. He's very close. Oh, beg your pardon. Sensational.
Not an easy shot to play, and wonderful bowl, Glasson.
It's the difference when you get them up.
Well, Merv King, he's 1 down, Steve, but he's got a pretty good shot on here. He's probably visualising. He's made up his mind. He's thinking of the shot, how much weight. He'll be playing weight on the backhand, looking for the outside edge of this bowl onto the shot bowl. Could make 2 shots.
There is a gap between the 2 bowls as well. Might even land onto the shot bowl.
Well, this backhand swings more, and he looks to be way under the line.
Take one and run, Brian, quick.
Yeah.
Take 1 and run, said Glasson.
Shake of the head from Merv.
It takes the 1. 2 in front. Good crowd in today. Glasson.
Actually feel, Steve, that this length that Steve Glasson has rolled may suit Mervyn King better than the short ends in this direction. Steve, once again, about 1 metre short of the tee. He's rolled the jack 32 metres. Bit of a grimace on the face of Mervyn King. Obviously, looks like to have pushed that bowl out a little wide.
Looking for a weight adjustment. It's got that. King's on the job as well. Great shot. That's one.
Six inches in front.
Thanks.
Steve Glasson would love to trail the jack, but he'll just be content to try and draw the shot. Trail shot is the bonus. As soon as most players think about trailing the jack, tend to play too heavy. Look at this bowl coming up from Glasson. One down to maybe two up.
Well, we're certainly being treated to some fantastic bowls.
It's nice plant. Those three bowls are all in a line. Mervyn will draw with this bowl. And should he fail, he'll be attacking with his last.
Won't have anything up in this. Just a bit quick.
Even if he finishes just behind the jack, that would be a good position. Well, Steve's having a good look whether he's one or two.
This is one, I think, mate.
He's saying to Brian Davies, in his opinion, it's just one. He'll try and turn that one shot into three. A delicate draw shot, moving the jack to this area, hide the jack out of sight, three shots, and that would put him on the springboard. Mervyn knows that he'll be praying that Steve does not move this jack. Advantage at the moment with Merv King. He's one down. He's got the good shot on. Steve has to take the shot away.
Little touch of the jack for three, was it, Chewy? A bit like that.
Absolutely brilliant. Steve Glasson. Super shot.
Well, Glasson played it perfectly, just trailed the jack a little away from Mervyn King's bowl. And it's certainly two, maybe three. Our marker thinks it's only two.
Plenty of weight. Oh, it's two shots on. Drive at that bowl. Oh, how game is he? Can he trail the jack? Considering the pressure, he may attack. No, he's played the more difficult shot. Looking for a 30-centimetre trail for two shots.
Oh, yeah.
Here it comes.
He likes it. He's chasing it.
Well, he wants the jack too. Oh, Mervyn King. Unbelievable. Well, you better believe it, because he's done it. Perfect draw shot, just trailing the jack back to his own bowl. And that's enough for two and square up the scorecard. This is brilliant. Doesn't come any closer.
Said in the first end, Steve, I thought our viewers are in for a treat. Gee, we haven't seen a Tweedhead's bowls of this quality ever. Merv wants to kick it up a bit further. Most players would be happy with that opening, not Mervyn King in singles.
Well, the way this match has gone, it's probably not a good bowl. And yet it's, you know, 30 or 40 centimetres away from the jack. I must say, well, Glasson could draw four inside that.
Nobody is going to win this game, Steve. I'm convinced of that. Somebody's going to lose it. Mentally, somebody's going to crack. And who it is first, there just has not been one loose bowl played. One running shot, a poor running shot from Merv King. Every other bowl, so effective. Sooner or later, one of these players is going to crack mentally in the concentration. Weight perfect. Oh, look at the not good body language. Not good sign from
On
Mervyn
his short
King.
of Jack Bryan, isn't it?
Should make out he meant to put it there, save it for his next.
4 inches in front.
Thanks.
I dare say that Mervyn King perhaps was looking and couldn't believe the actual draw on the finish of that bowl.
The backhand, as you alluded to earlier, Steve, the backhand is a wider hand. This forehand is a lot kinder in the draw, does not swoop too viciously. This is the easier side to play. Well, maybe that's allowed Merv King now to come back on the forehand. A good, bad bowl, perhaps, from Steve. Back on the forehand.
And there's a different line for both these bowls, isn't there? They are playing with different bowls.
I know our viewers like to know what bowls the players play. Well, Merv, look at this. The body language is not good. He's shooing it up again. Got to be up when you're down. Now he's blocked the drive. Mervyn King is playing with a size 3 heavyweight, a Greenmaster bowl, and Steve Glasson is playing with a Taylor Vector, I believe, and Steve's playing with a 4 extra heavyweight. So doesn't make much difference indoors. Line and length. Wow, Mervyn King, how do you feel now?
Well, we candidly said that Glasson, when this brilliant bowl, really, he's hitting it around behind, but we candidly said that the first bowl of Mervyn King's, they said, well, the way they're going, Glasson could draw 3 or 4 inside that. Well, he's got 3.
This is the most important bowl of the set, Steve.
Oh, there's 4 here.
He's 3 down. He can't drive. Look at these bowls in front. He's only got 1 shot on, believe it or not. A dead draw. He's only got a matter of centimetres. Glasson's got 1 to play. Sweaty palms, I bet. If he fails here, he'll drop 4 shots.
Oh, line.
Put the pressure back on Glasson and draw the shot. Oh, look at the expression. Not good.
Well, can you believe it that Steve Glasson can now draw for the first set? And as you say, someone might just crack the way they've been playing. It was only a small crack, but that was enough for Glasson to jump straight in. Holding 3 will draw for the set. And the way he's going, you'd back him.
A little bit of added pressure mentally, Steve. He knows this bowl is for the set, and he knows he should and must make it.
Well, it's still running.
Amazing. Sometimes that last shot can be the most difficult.
Well, will that come back and haunt him?
3.
Glasson, an ideal opportunity to close out the first set. You would suspect that he would do it comfortably the way he's playing, but he hasn't done it. But he's still picked up 3 with some precision bowling, and he's 1 away from claiming the first set. Just wants 1 more.
Just there barely in.
Unless you've been in that position, Steve, I guess it's hard to believe that Steve Glasson would have failed with his last, but was added importance on the shot. He knew it was for the first set. Believe it or not, Steve Glasson will be feeling under pressure now. Mervyn King, he's had a reprieve. He expected this to be the first end of the second set. 5-8 behind. He's still alive.
Spot on. He's got to be spot on.
And now he's probably saying, well, I should have been out. I've still got a chance. Needs to nail the jack. A few short bowls coming up now from Mervyn King.